Beer is one of the most underrated forms of charity. As goofy as that sounds, it's a beverage that's known throughout history for, building civilizations, and just knowing that you can go drink a beer and you're actually helping out a cause is one of the easiest charities you can you could do. Go have fun, drink a beer with friends, and you're doing good. My grandma, Patsy Bostic, we got a call from the hospital saying that she only had a couple more hours to live, and she was living with Alzheimer's for about a year and a half.
So dementia is a set or a group of symptoms, and many of these we're very familiar with, such as memory loss, impairment in judgment, disorientation of time and place, not being able to find the right words or to follow a conversation. My grandfather, Milton Regis, had some type of dementia in the late 1990s. And in 2015, I started Care Partner Mentoring to assist families and their loved ones experiencing dementia cope with the realities of dementia through education and support groups.
It's one of those diseases that's so sad, just because they lose their quality of life in such a short period of time.
Now, many people don't know the differences between dementia and Alzheimer's. So Alzheimer's is a disease that can cause many of these symptoms of dementia. And we believe that most of dementias are caused by Alzheimer's, maybe up to 80%.
Then normal things like just using the bathroom become, terrifying situations for especially the people affected by dementia and Alzheimer's, because they don't know what's going on. So just something simple, just by using a bathroom, it's, can turn their whole day upside down. And just watching your loved ones just deteriorate, and there's nothing you could do but just try to make them comfortable, is really tough. And this is something that, you look at it over time, and there's arguments about it, because it doesn't seem like the same person anymore. So there's a lot of anger and frustration, and it's only followed by, feeling really bad that you feel that way, because these people have no control over what they're going through. So once we're able to finally open up Brieux Carre, even pre-opening, this was something that I wanted to spearhead some efforts for, to raise money for. And so we decided to get together and brew a beer in collaboration with the Alzheimer's Association called Mama's Brew.
He came to me and he said, "Matt, I finally have a platform, and I don't want to wait till we're making tons of money. I want to do it right now, and want to raise some money for you and the Alzheimer's Association." So I connected him to the Alzheimer's Association, and then I also have my master's thesis project going on right now, which he's given me a small grant to pay for the materials.
So through creating this beer, the whole goal was to donate 100% of the profits from that batch of beer, which is about 220 gallons. I want to say that so we cut out our overhead and everything and pay for the ingredients, and everything after that will just get donated directly back to the Alzheimer's Association, and fund further research to not only try to find a cure, but at least help other families live more comfortably and learn to deal with the day-to-day struggles that people with Alzheimer's and dementia deal with. We wanted to make something super drinkable, suitable for every beer drinker's palate. So we brewed an all-American amber ale that's infused with coriander, so it'll give it a little bit more floral aroma, and a little bit sweeter, so it's not just a boring amber.
What we did was build a library of caregiver books, and this is in the inside of every book, we recognize Brieux Carre for their contributions to the project. And these are things that are going to go on in perpetuity. So for years to come, caregivers are going to benefit from the research that I'm conducting locally and from the library that we created.
We opened up Brieux Carre Brewing Company on April 1st of 2017. We're the 30th brewery in the state of Louisiana. We're one of only a few breweries in the state that doesn't distribute, meaning we only sell our beers in our tap room. So we brew beers on site and sell them out of the tap room.
So there's lots of advice to offer, but it can be overwhelming. So I try to keep it to about two things. So when you know someone has dementia in their family, if you're the caregiver, invite people to still come see you. A lot of times friends disappear because it's awkward. So if you know somebody in another family that has it, make sure to visit the caregiver. We know back from the 80s that it reduces caregiver burden and can also make a difference in creating a pleasant event for the person with dementia.
Yeah, so there's a few different things that would make her comfortable. Definitely moving around and giving her similar environments that she's always been used to. Watching TV shows that she's previously watched, like Judge Judy, stuff like that. She was a big fan of Patsy Cline, so even last moments on in the hospital, my dad would play Patsy Cline and put the phone next to her just to make her feel comfortable. I mean, somewhere subconsciously you feel like this, this is doing something. There's not as much fight back, and it becomes something that you can see it could be helping somewhat.
The second thing is that many people with dementia, they exhibit behaviors that are frustrating to the family members. Well, more times than not, this behavior is them trying to communicate something that they can no longer communicate. So it could be pain, it could be boredom, it could be isolation. So the trick is being a detective and finding that out, and it really just takes some simple observation and looking for patterns, and in doing things such as getting them involved in order to ameliorate these symptoms.
And so now we get to do something yearly, name it Mama's Brew, so she'll live on through the wonderful world of beer.